Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Mark Johnson. I'm flying solo again this week. Co-host Alex Long, unable to make it for one reason or another. We hope he comes back really soon. I feel like Rush Limbaugh with my hands on the table here and all this stuff in front of me. It's really fun. I got the Rush Limbaugh look. I said that last week. I'll say it again this week. I am Rush Limbaugh, reincarnated, even though he's not dead yet. Anyway, the big news of last week in the racing world, Davey Allison was killed in a helicopter crash, and it's really sad because that family has really suffered a lot in the last few years with another, Bobby Allison's other son Clifford was killed in a race. Bobby Allison's career was cut short when he crashed and was forced to retire because of that crash, and now Davey Allison has been killed kind of outside of racing. It was at a racetrack, but nevertheless, it's really a sad day for the racing world. Been a few deaths in the racing world in the last couple of years with Alan Kulwicki and Davey Allison, and our hearts really go out to those families who have lost their loved ones in racing like that. Other racing news locally, Bob Webster is the top racer on the track last weekend, and as far as I know, I don't know how he did last night. We were not able to make it out there to the races last night to tape them, so I'm not sure how Bob Webster did last night, but my guess is he's probably still on top in the point standings in the sportsman division. A lot of racing news there, but there's just not too much to try and list from the stuff from the 10th. Other local sports news: a few of the St. Helens Sea Lions competed at the State Games of Oregon, did well. Also, Melissa Bozart, 12-year-old girl from St. Helens, awarded the bronze medal for figure skating in her division at the State Games of Oregon. Congratulations to her, and congratulations to all the swimmers who competed at the State Games. Let's check out some of the big league scores from last night in the American League. Minnesota 4, Baltimore 2. Oakland losing to New York 9-5. Boston over Seattle 4-3. Kansas City 5, Toronto 4. Cleveland blanks California 3-0. Detroit 6-4 over Texas, and Chicago over Milwaukee 9-4. Moving on to the National League, Florida 6, Cincinnati 3. Chicago 5-1 over Colorado. Pittsburgh over Atlanta 4-3. St. Louis beating Houston 5-3. New York over San Francisco 3-1. The Montreal-Los Angeles game was a late game. We have no score on that. And San Diego over Philadelphia 4-2. In the Pacific Coast League, Colorado Springs takes care of the Portland Beavers 3-2. Not sure who won the British Open today. If anybody knows, they can call in and let us know, and we will congratulate the winner on television. Not that they'll be able to see it from Britain, but it's okay. We'll get to some more of that sporting news later. The question of the week before we go to our phone call is, should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center? If you feel yes, call 397-5886. And if your answer is no, call 397-5886, because, as you know, we only have one phone line. I'm told we have a phone call. Is the caller still there?
Yeah.
I need to turn up the volume. Go ahead, caller.
What's wrong tonight, Mark? You seem kind of down.
What's that?
You seem kind of down tonight. What's wrong?
My golf game just wasn't as good as it could have been today.
Oh, had a bad day, huh? You letting your hair still grow out?
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks like crap, but you know it'll get.
Oh,
better.
it doesn't look that bad.
No. Well,
I know. Oh, well, I was gonna vote yes.
You're gonna what?
Vote yes. Turn your speaker up.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to hear. I've been having some hearing problems lately, so. All kidding aside, I've been.
You seem kind of down.
I'm just not feeling too good lately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm going to go to an ear, nose, and throat specialist on Wednesday and see if he can figure it out.
Well, I hope you feel better.
I hope so.
I like the shirt you got on tonight. It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, I just found something in the closet and threw it on.
Yeah.
Kind of running late. Figured I'd throw this one on.
Well, if I would have known you would have been alone down there tonight, I would have came down there.
Well, shoot. Come on down. We're here till 8. We'll hook up a microphone.
Huh?
Say, heck, come on down. We'll hook up a microphone for you.
I might.
Anyway,
I might come down.
Okay. Question of the week this week. I don't know if you heard it while you were waiting. Should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center?
Yeah, I said yeah.
You think so?
Yep.
I don't know. He wants a lot of money, though.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about it. He wants too much money.
We don't have a whole lot of money under the salary cap for him.
No kidding. Kind of broke.
Yeah. I think just about every team in the league's broke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather see him pick up AC Green.
Yeah, that'd be a good pickup.
So, at least
he wants to come to Portland too, doesn't he?
Yeah, at least ensure that San Antonio or Phoenix doesn't pick him up.
Yeah, no kidding.
If one of those two teams were to pick up AC Green, I think. I mean, Phoenix is already probably the best team in the West right now, just because they got Barkley. They'll be even better if they pick up AC Green. So.
Yeah, I hope they do pick up AC Green, though. That'd be a good...
It would be a good addition to the team. He wants to play here. You just got to make room under the salary cap. Again, he wants a lot of money too. So.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. It's just going to be hard picking somebody up without having to pick in the price category.
Yeah. Well, in order to free up that spot, they're going to have to trade probably one of their major players.
Yeah.
To make room under the cap, but.
Yeah, but that may not be worth doing. You never know.
In the case of AC Green, it might.
Yeah.
In the case of Chris Dudley, I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
So, my camera people are telling me to smile, so I suppose I better. It's kind of hard to smile.
Show those pearly whites, Mark.
Yeah, right.
Show those pearly whites.
Those pearly yellows?
Too much coffee, huh, Mark?
Nah, too
much of that smoking dope?
No, I don't do that. Oh, that's right. Just show my pearly yellows. Thank you, Holly.
You got a booger hanging from your nose.
I don't think so. Anyway. Hey, anything else you want to comment on?
What's that?
Anything else you want to comment on, sports-wise?
Well, if I want to say hi to Harvey if he's watching. I want him to call in.
Hi to Harvey, okay.
Hi, Harvey.
How you doing, Harv?
Harvey! Give me a call, Harvey! Drink that Coke, Mark.
Drink that Coke?
Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it! Down that baby!
Not enough in there, Chug.
Okay, well, you take it easy there, Mark. And
I take it any way I can get it.
All right. Does that mean perverted?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's all right. I take it wherever I get it. You take it easy, Mark. And Harvey, if you're listening, give him a call.
Okay.
See you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, it's getting interesting early, isn't it, kids? All right. Well, like I said, the question of the week is, should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center? We already have one yes vote, and that's probably one too many, but I don't know. Chris Dudley's pretty slow. I don't know if we want him. Oh, we have another phone call. Let's see if this one's a little more sane than the last one. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's going on, Mark?
Not a whole lot. I'm down here flying solo tonight.
Are you a little depressed because your old sidekick isn't on there tonight?
Huh?
You're a little depressed because your old sidekick isn't there tonight?
Well, actually, I'm not really depressed. I mean, you know.
What's the inside scoop on that?
What, on my co-host?
Yeah.
Well, Kevin decided he wanted to become the director of my show.
Oh.
And he figured he didn't know enough about sports to begin with, so he wanted to move up into the booth, and he's not even up there now, so he couldn't find a babysitter tonight, so so he's not even here. So and last week's fill-in co-host, Alex Long, I have no idea where he is tonight.
Jeez.
So I don't know. I would like to get a female co-host in here and kind of give it that NBA Today look, you know, or the inside stuff. That's what NBA inside stuff.
Are you looking for a date or just a co-host?
Well, you know, it could start out as just a host-co-host relationship, you know, but you know, if everything works out, you never know.
You're single?
Yes.
Oh, I would have never thought.
No, I'm married and I'm looking for a date. Yeah. Anyway, so what do you think? Should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center?
Oh, heck yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Was there a full moon out tonight or what? This guy wants too much money. He's not that good as far as centers
Mark,
go.
do I see a little tan line there?
What's that?
I see a little tan line there.
Probably. I've been out golfing today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't do so good, huh?
I've done better. Let's put it that way.
The heat get to you?
Probably. That's probably what it was. I had to walk most of the way.
Oh. You hire a caddy.
We did, and they made me walk.
Oh. Well, get a golf car.
We did. They made me walk.
Why didn't they let you in the golf cart?
Because Kevin had to be in there.
There wasn't enough room.
Well, no, we had Kevin and we had Holly on. Holly was driving the cart, and then we were supposed to switch off every hole and one of us walk and the other one ride, and they made me walk the last 2 holes, so I'm kind of tired.
Jeez.
Blazing heat, you know.
Did you play 9 or 18?
9.
What'd you score?
We didn't keep score.
Oh.
It was that bad. We didn't keep score. I've hit a lot better.
Hey, you can tell me, Mark.
We didn't. Wait, I'm sorry. We didn't keep score.
Oh.
We were doing that poorly. We were trying to teach Holly how to golf because that was the only way they'd let her go out with us was if she was golfing. She had to pay to go out, so we got a bag of clubs and we let her try and hit a few. First time she's ever gone out.
Who's Holly?
She's our camera person on camera 2 tonight.
Oh. Can you get her on?
She probably wouldn't want that, but who cares?
Oh.
We'll put her on anyway.
Do it, man.
We will. There she is. Look at your TV. There she is. That's Holly.
Awesome.
Say hello, Holly. I said say hello, Holly. No, you're supposed to say hello, Holly. God, they don't... Huh? Okay. Next time I won't even take you.
Good boy, smart.
Smart. Anyway. Anything else you want to talk about, caller?
Oh, I just, wonder who your new female co-host would be, I'm sure there's a lot of women who jump at the chance, but
who would you like to see on here?
Jeez.
Are there any local former female athletes, high school athletes or something you think might be interested?
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. Hard to say.
Nobody you can think of right off here.
No.
Well, hopefully there's some women out there watching that would like to sit right next to me over here and co-host a show. So.
Not that she could replace old Kevin, though. I mean, he's a legend.
He's a legend in his own mind.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. And I hope he's not watching because he'll kill me.
Yeah.
For saying
I saw you on Livewire one time a couple weeks ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
That's that's a part of my past we're gonna leave there.
No, I just didn't think you were like that, Mark. Or Kevin, for that matter.
Well,
When Kevin walked in with that chalkboard, well, I'm not going to say what's on it, but, just, I didn't think you were like that, Mark. I was a little disappointed.
Well, we've been known to do some really crazy, stupid things in our life.
Hey, I know you get crazy, Mark, but,
Livewire was cool.
Who said that? Who said that? Todd, was that you? That was a former host of Livewire himself, Todd Hilton.
Oh, he's awesome. He's stud.
He is the most awesome host of Livewire they ever had.
Yeah. Oh, that show's not running no more, or what?
No. Due to reasons beyond our control. Or something like that.
It was a good, clean show. I don't see how it got cut off.
Yeah. Were you watching the same Livewire we were watching?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You must have saw the cleaned up version then. Anyway, enough about Livewire.
What do you like better, Coke or Pepsi?
Probably Pepsi.
You like spaghetti?
Do I like spaghetti?
Yeah.
Aren't we getting a little bit off the sports beat here? A little too much? Yes, I do like spaghetti, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
We can bring you up a plate. That's what we're having.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
That's okay.
you're not really, you know.
I'm not that hungry, really.
Oh.
Probably because I'm sick.
Okay, I better let you go.
Okay.
Hey, bye, Mark.
Talk to you later. Well, this show just keeps getting crazier and crazier, doesn't it, kids? Shake your heads yes, because you're fired. Just kidding. I don't fire people. By the way, if anybody knows who won the British Open golf tournament today, please let me know who it was, because last note I have was Corey Pavin and Nick Faldo were tied for first. So if anybody knows who's leading, or who won that, please let me know, because I have absolutely no idea. And I would like to know. Again, the question of the week: should the Blazers make the former New Jersey Net Chris Dudley their new center? If you feel yes, call 397-5886. If your answer is no, 397-5886. Because as I said at the beginning of the show, what's that? We only have one phone line. Thank you. Anyway, let's see what else is going on in the news, in sports news here. We'll turn through the pages here. Miguel Indurain keeps the overall Tour de France lead. Let's see. Who's that? Elliot Perry is looking good in the Blazers Summer League. Let me see here. I don't really have any major news in here on sports. Not a whole lot going on lately, I guess. Oh, good, we have a phone call. Thank you. Go ahead, caller. Hello? Do we have a phone call? They hung up. Well, that's okay. We'll allow one of those per show. Let's take a look at the baseball standings here. New York and Toronto tied for first place in the American League East by half a game over Baltimore and Detroit. And in the West Division in the American League, Chicago leads Kansas City and Texas by 2. And Seattle actually in fourth place right now, only 4 games out of first place. They're looking good in the National League. San Francisco leading Atlanta by 9 games in the National League West. And in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies have a 3-game lead over St. Louis. This after the All-Star game, after coming back from the All-Star game, in which the American League won. And congratulations to Ken Griffey Jr. And I can't remember who else it was that was the big hitter in the home run contest. But anyway, if you want to call and talk sports, we'd really love it. Thank you. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
I already read the Oregonian, thank you.
Did you? Well, I'm happy for you. You still there? Great, I'm happy for you, ma'am, but not everybody does, so that's why I'm doing this. She said she's already read the Oregonian. I said, well, that's fine, but not everybody has, so that's why I'm doing this. If she doesn't like it, let her turn her TV off. Anyway, other than that, there really isn't a whole lot going on in there. So we'll just close that up. That's actually just being used as fill time, ma'am. That's what's known as fill time, in between calls and in between things like that. So if you don't like it, that's tough. We have another phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think JJ should be our co-host.
JJ?
Yeah.
I don't know. How much does he know about sports?
I don't know. Ask him.
I would, but he's not here. Still there? Okay. Having a good old time, aren't we? You guys are going to drive me to drinking here. You know that, don't you? Please say we have another phone call. Nothing. Okay, how about we ask our crew here. Do you think the Portland Trail Blazers should make Chris Dudley their new center? Just say yes or no. I don't care. No. One no. What do you think? Yes, just say yes or no.
Say the question again?
Should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. We have a phone call. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing, Mark?
Better.
That's good. I don't think they should have Chris Dudley for their
Okay.
center.
I don't think so either. In fact, I'm going to put down my no vote. I don't think so either.
I think he stinks.
Well, last year he only scored like 3 points a game. I mean, I could do better as a center for Portland.
He only shoots 500 from the free throw line.
If that, sometimes. Granted, he is good defensively, and he is a big man, but, you know, at least with Duckworth, he could average about 7 or 8 points a game, even though he couldn't play much defense, you know.
I mean, the only thing going for him is that he's white, you know.
Yeah, you got to have the minority on the teams.
No kidding.
The white people are the minority anymore in sports, but that's okay.
So, are you going to be... I think you should announce some of the high school basketball games next year. You know, you do a real good job.
Well, thank you. Actually, I would probably be out there again. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened to John Brown? What happened to him?
I have no idea. Actually, one of my camera people could probably answer that easier than I could.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Brown's a good friend of mine.
Is he?
No, I didn't really like him that much. He always mispronounced my name. I hated that.
And what is your name, so I'll know how to pronounce it?
John.
John?
John Holmes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So, how come you guys don't really spend that much time about baseball in there, you know? Because that's, the greatest game ever invented.
I don't know. I don't get a chance to watch much baseball and keep up with it. I don't have cable, and most of the baseball games you see are on cable. So.
Yeah, that's tough. Do you ever go to Beavers games?
I have never been to a Beaver game, no.
You don't like Beaver?
Well, yeah, I do, but I've just never been to one of their games, see?
My brothers are crazy here.
I can tell.
They're crazy. What do you feel about the Beavers moving?
Well, it's kind of ironic because, here they're after the end of this season, they're going to Utah.
Yeah.
And, this season they're just doing awesome. They're leading in their division.
Yeah.
They won the first half of the division, first half of the season. They're leading in the second half. I think it's just really ironic that they're leaving at the end of the season and they're doing so well.
Did some Mormons buy them?
I have no idea.
Is that why they're moving to Utah? Because I wasn't sure.
I don't know. Maybe they figured, what's good for the Blazers is good for the Beavers.
Yeah. What do you think about Colorado Rockies coming in?
I think they're going to do pretty good. Looks like both the expansion teams have done pretty well for themselves this year.
Yeah, I like the Marlins. They got a bunch of good players.
Yeah. Both teams are doing exceptionally well for their first season in the league. You really have to commend them. They've done a heck of a job. So,
what do you think about those floods over there in Iowa around there?
That's really sad. I mean, did you see they showed on TV? What was it, AAA or AA baseball field for one of the
it's all flooded out.
All flooded out.
And they won't be able to play till late August.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do?
It's like, well, take a little vacation, kick back, relax, and watch the major leagues. I guess.
Do they go to Oregon and play?
Why? There's more rain here almost than there.
No kidding, but it was nice today, wasn't it?
It was wonderful today.
I saw you out there at the golf course. You're looking good.
It wasn't me you saw then.
It wasn't?
Couldn't have been.
Oh.
I wasn't doing that good.
You guys should go down there and do something on the Columbia City Racquetball Club. There's a lot of good action going on down there.
Is there? What do they got going down there right now?
They got a lot of basketball going. They got a nice pool and stuff, and they got a lot of intramurals, and it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I was a member down there for about 2 months, and I just I found I didn't have the time with working all week and then trying to do stuff here in the evenings. I just didn't have the time anymore.
Yeah.
And
we get a lot of basketball going down there. We could use you every now and then, because I've seen you play.
that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. The courts are a lot smaller, but, they get a lot of guys down there, about 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday.
Does JJ come down there a lot?
I've seen JJ down there a few times lifting, and then he goes and plays basketball, yeah. He's down there. He's pretty good, Mark.
Yeah, well, he's okay. I could probably take him one-on-one now.
I don't know. He's pretty quick.
I do. Quick is fine, but I don't know. I could take him one-on-one.
He looks pretty strong because he works out, too, so I don't know. He might have you. I don't know. I'd pay to see that matchup between JJ and Mark.
Well, let me write that down for a fundraising idea then.
That would be a good fundraising idea. Get T-shirts. Sell hats.
It's the one-on-one game of the century here.
That's what it could be.
JJ versus Mark, yeah. Mano y mano.
Yeah.
I think we ought to try pro wrestling.
I don't know. Mud wrestling would be good.
That could work for...
Or Jello. We always try to get Jello wrestling at the high school, but they never go for it.
I can't understand why.
I don't know. It's just Mr. Kunders didn't like that because we always tried to get that in student council, and he just said, "Oh, we don't want that."
Well, that's not nice. I mean, come on.
How do you feel high school athletics are now? I don't think they're the same as they used to be 2 years ago.
Well, they're not the same. They're not the same as they were 10 years ago when I was there.
Yeah, that's true.
They've really. I think St. Helens has really improved quite a lot. Their football team, especially, has the football program has turned around in the last 10 years. When I was there, no knock on the football team then, but we had a lot of good players. But I don't know if it was the coaching staff or if the other teams were just better prepared or what.
I think it's just better players.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the conditioning that you have. When I was in high school, what is now the team room used to be our weight room.
Oh, really? Was that hot in there?
It was hot in there. It was way too small. I go over there now and I look upstairs in the balcony and there's this huge weight room. And I think they put that in my senior year.
Oh, really?
85, I think is when
they
it
do
started.
a good job of that weight room. I've seen a lot of colleges with not even as nice a weight room as that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do a good job up there.
I think that's been the difference between that and bringing in Coach Wes Bigham. Has been the difference for the football team. I know that.
Definitely. Because a lot of the schools around our league always thought that St. Helens was on steroids and stuff, and we weren't. We just lifted hard.
Yeah, all you got to do is look at their weight room, and you can tell they're not on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
These guys work out, and they work out hard down there, and I know they do, and I know Scappoose does too. Scappoose has got a pretty nice weight room from what I understand. And,
oh, yeah?
I've never seen it, but from what some of the players tell me, it's a pretty good weight room up there.
I don't think Scappoose will ever be at the same level as St. Helens in any sport. Well, they might get lucky every now and then, but I don't know.
Is it their coaching? Is it their conditioning? What is it?
I just think they're fools out there. I don't know. Yeah. They're just the towns. When you drive through there, you can just tell.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't want to stir up a lot of controversy. Well, maybe we do. I don't know. Maybe the controversy would do us good.
I don't think the rivalry is as big as it used to be.
It's still there. The younger kids are the younger ones are starting to see it again. They're starting to fire it up. I could tell last week we had a lot of calls from St. Helens and Scappoose saying who was going to win the big showdown between St. Helens and Scappoose this year in football, and I have to, not only because I'm an alumnus of St. Helens High School, but just because, I've seen both teams play, and judging from the fact that St. Helens is the reigning state champions in football, you have to pick them to win the Coapa League again this year.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, they may not have, the returning seniors that Scappoose does, but Scappoose doesn't have that many returning seniors this year either. They've only got, from what somebody told me last week on the show, I think 4 on offense and 3 or 4 on defense from their starters from last year, so that's not that many,
Well, they've always said that they're going to beat us, but the closest we ever came to beating us was at least 40 points. We beat them 45-12, and I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what the score was. Well, last year was close.
Well, that's last year. I'm talking about the good teams before then.
Well, last year's team was
They were all right, but
Well,
they're a different team than from the past.
Well, yeah, but last year's team, I mean, had to be. I mean, you have to classify it as one of the top St. Helens football teams in St. Helens history.
Well, they didn't.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's the first championship we've ever got. It's the only championship.
Yeah, but the whole state wasn't very good last year.
Well, there were some good teams, but St. Helens was better.
Yeah, they were playing good at that time. What made them better was playing against the older kids through their times at JV and stuff in practice.
St. Helens, after they lost those first 2 preseason games, they didn't impress a lot of people in the state.
But that just made them better. It made them more mentally tough.
It did. When we talked to Coach Bigham after the championship game, we talked to him a little bit about that. I said, where was the turning point? And for the Lions.
The Seaside.
And he said it was after that. It was after that second loss, after that second preseason loss. He talked to the players and said, hey, you guys want a shot at the championship? You guys are going to have to play harder, play better, and start winning some games and putting your hearts into it. And they did, and they only lost like 1 game after that the whole rest of the season.
Yeah, the Seaside, but they still lost.
Yeah, so that was a big turning point for them, and it really helped propel them into the playoffs and to the championship. So my hat goes off to them if I had a hat on. So, but I don't.
But your hair looks real good.
My hair goes off to them. Oops.
The greasy.
Time to join the hair club for men. No.
So, do you get the Oregonian down there at CCTV, or do you get it at your house?
Actually, it's borrowed from one of my camera people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Do you like the Oregonian sports better or the Chronicle?
Oh, gee, tough decision. I don't know. Penny for penny, and they both cost 35 cents a piece. Oregonian.
What about the Spotlight?
Well, if you're talking between Spotlight and Chronicle, well, Spotlight.
I like the Spotlight. Miles Vance does a nice job with sports.
Miles does a really good job.
Why did he go to the Spotlight and leave the Chronicle after so many years?
I don't know. I don't really want to speculate because I really don't know. Maybe we'll get him on the show one of these days and ask him.
Uh-huh.
So
that might be a good idea.
Maybe we can get him to call in if he's watching. I don't know.
Miles? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how many of these sports guys from the local papers watch this show. Probably none of them. But you never know.
I think you should get a female co-host. I agree with what that guy was saying.
Well, I think it would give it a different look anyway.
From a female perspective would be good.
I think so. And there's a lot of women out there that like sports.
Yeah, there are.
We've gotten quite a few calls since we started the show. We've gotten quite a few calls from women.
I was thinking Tripsy Brown would be a good co-host for you. She's loud, she's vocal, and she knows a lot about sports. Do you know who she is? She was a pitcher for St. Helens.
I know Tripsy.
She's a great athlete.
I know Tripsy.
I don't know. She might want to do it if you gave her a call. Write it down.
Isn't she going to college though?
Yeah, but I don't think she's going to college right now. It's the summertime.
Tripsy Brown. Yeah, we'll write her down as a possibility. Can you think of anybody else that might be good in there? Jenny Susie?
This is cool.
Jenny Susie would be a good one.
Jenny Susie? I don't know. I don't think she's kind of shy. You need somebody, with a real spontaneous, likes to be in front of people.
Yeah, Jenny, whenever we tried getting her in front of the camera, wasn't real responsive.
Scratching her off, huh?
Well, we can keep her down there. I guess we can keep her down. I doubt if she'd want to do it, though. She's, like I said, whenever we tried to interview her after, like, a basketball game or whatever, she wasn't too thrilled about being on camera, so...
You guys going to do some baseball games next year, maybe? Get the cameras out there?
I'd like to. It's all going to depend on what kind of sports crew I've got.
Yeah?
Because I work during the day, so it's hard for me to get out there. But, if the TV station were paying me instead of my regular job, I'd do it. I'd be out there just about every game, but it's hard for me to get out there during the spring sports and try and do anything.
Did you know alumni Brett Smith tried out for the U.S. Olympic team?
Who's that?
Brett Smith. He graduated in 1989. He tried out for the Olympic team, but he didn't make it. But he tried out, and there's a lot of good players there, I guess, from Stanford. And he tried out, but he didn't make it. But he said that there are a lot of good players there, though. And maybe you should get him on the show.
No, I didn't catch the name.
His name's Brett Smith. He was the catcher for St. Helens when they won the state championship.
Brett Smith, okay. Brett or Brent?
B-R-E-T-T.
Okay, Brett. Okay.
Brett. He'd actually be a great co-host for you. He knows a lot about sports, and he's a nice guy.
One of my camera people is nodding his head right now. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. One's nodding no, one's nodding yes, so...
Well, are you going to start filming some City League softball and basketball games? Those would be exciting.
I'd like to get some of the City League basketball. In fact, I'd like to get my own team started again next
what
year.
team are you on?
Who was the last one I played for? Last team I played for was St. Helens Ice and Beverage.
Wasn't they called the Brew Crew?
Yeah.
Who was on that team?
Ryan Rittenauer and... God, I can't remember all of them.
Was a guy named Micah on your team?
Yeah, Micah Pylon.
Is he pretty good?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Can he dunk it?
Yeah. If I remember right, he could.
Can you dunk it?
What the heck's going on up there?
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, we're going to have to move on here, I think.
All right, thanks, Mark. You've been great.
All right, thanks for calling, man. Anyway, right now we got a 3-3 tie. Yes, and on the voting for Chris Dudley. 3 people say that the Blazers should pick him up and make him their new center, and 3 say no. So this could be a deciding vote here. Go ahead, caller.
All right, Runnymede. Why did you do it? Now, what's the use? A suspicious acting butler is never guilty in these whodunits.
Walk this way, sir.
Paul, I'm gonna kill you. I know who's doing that. I know who's doing that. You can't fool me. I saw that footage the other night, Paul. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. The show is over forever. Do we have an actual phone call this time? Let's find out. Go ahead, caller.
Mike?
Yeah.
How's it going?
You don't want to know.
You know who I am?
No.
You don't recognize who my voice is? Oh, okay. So what type of sports you really like the most?
Basketball.
Basketball? I think you should get into some cross-country skiing.
Cross-country skiing?
For some motocross.
Yeah, well, if there were any cross-country skiing or well, I don't know of any motocross around here.
Going to Portland.
Where do they have motocross in Portland at?
Portland Raceway.
I didn't know they did motocross up there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'd like to get some drag racing up there at PIR every once in a while, but...
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I know a local man, at least one person from around here that goes up there occasionally, and that's a guy by the name of Mark Evans. He's got a Dodge Charger with a 440 in it. He goes up there and races every once in a while.
Ooh.
And they didn't get a race last Wednesday because of the rain, but they'll try and get up there hopefully Wednesday night and do some racing up there. Hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of that. I might just have to send a camera along with somebody and have them tape that for me.
Oh, yeah.
So get some stuff on the air. So
did you like being on Livewire?
It was interesting. It was different. Let's put it that way.
So how was your last show?
Huh?
How was your last show?
How was my last show?
Yeah.
Interesting to say the least.
What happened?
Everything.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to replay it one of these days and let you see it. But essentially, I was looking for a woman.
Oh.
So I figure, TV. I mean, hey, it's like it's an interesting way of meeting people.
Love connection, huh?
Yeah, We'll just cross out sports rap and call it date rap or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Studs. The next generation.
So.
And it's sweeps month.
Yeah. So you've been playing a lot of basketball lately?
No, not much.
No?
No, not much. Anyway.
Start playing.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have to move on. We're gonna try and keep the calls short so we can get more people to call in. But
Oh, well, I just want to say goodbye to you and all my good friends out there. I know this guy named Justin and some other people, and JJ, definitely say goodbye to JJ.
Okay.
And I love you, man.
Alrighty. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah. Was that
Yeah,
our infamous Livewire caller?
He's off now.
Was that him?
Sure sounded like it.
I was kind of wondering. He asked if I recognized his voice.
Yeah.
I
kind of makes you wonder why, huh?
Yeah. I kind of wondered. Yeah. I know. I'm trying to read. I can't read lips worth a day, Holly.
Read my lips.
Read my lips. No more Livewire. Hey, Todd, while we got you here.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should the Blazers take Chris Dudley? He's a big white. Put it this way: he's a 6'11" white guy.
How about Dudley Moore?
He could probably do better at center. At 5'4", he could probably do a better job.
Yeah.
So I really think so. I'll take that as a no then. How about Ted? Is he up there? What does he think?
Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, Paul, how you doing?
Not too bad. There's a strange rumor going around, and I just wanted to clarify it. Is it true that you're really Ronnie Dangerfield's love child?
I didn't want that to come out on the air, Paul. I didn't want that to come out right now. Yes, I am. And I still don't get any respect. Hey, let me tell you, it is being his love child. Somebody shoot me and put me out of my misery, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Johnson.
Oh, thank you very much. Love me tender, love me sweet, give me something to eat. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just went out on my Elvis kicks there. Do we have a mystery person? I don't know. Do we want a mystery person? Do we have like a mystery person out there or something? No, they have to guess who camera 1 is? Okay. Okay, I want everybody out there that's watching, call in and guess who our mystery cameraman is tonight on camera 1. You each get one gift. Whoever guesses it right, I will autograph this empty can of Coke and give it to you. Now, if that is an incentive, I don't know what is. Oh my Lord, we got a phone call. Probably somebody wants to ask me about my really Rodney Dangerfield's love child or something. Go ahead, caller.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, is that Charles Barkley?
Where?
On the camera.
On my mystery camera?
Yeah.
Nope, it's not Charles Barkley.
Hey, can I tell you a joke?
Is it clean?
Sure it is. It's a sports joke.
It's a sports joke. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yesterday I seen Charles Barkley and Madonna together. You know what they have in common? Both of them have black roots and both of them have had their heads beat up against the backboard. You like that one?
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Okay.
Want to hear another one?
Is it better than the last one?
It's not very nice.
Oh. Yeah, better not. This is a family show, so.
Hey, do you know when the Winterhawks start playing?
As soon as the floor freezes at the Memorial Coliseum, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
No, to tell you the truth, I really don't know.
You don't watch much hockey?
I haven't gotten up there and watched any hockey. I'd like to, though. What do you think about the roller hockey team we got? Portland Rage.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. All right. Well, that makes at least one person out there that hasn't heard of them. But no, I'm sorry, Charles Barkley is not our mystery cameraman tonight.
Hey, I think your new female co-host.
Yeah.
I think that should be what's her name? Julie Matthews.
Julie Matthews?
Yeah, she's a big softball player. She knows quite a bit about sports.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd be pretty good, I think.
Okay. Well, we'll put her down as a possibility.
All right, thanks. Nice talking to you, Mark.
All right, nice talking to you. Thanks for calling.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye now. Well, this has turned into an awesome party here, hasn't it, kids? We have found out that I'm Rodney Dangerfield's love child, and we've had Looney Tunes characters calling in, and it's just been a heck of a night. Hey, do we have a phone call or what? Please say yes. They haven't what? Well, they haven't seen you? Should we show you on TV? Okay, let's make it a little easier for our people here to guess the mystery cameraman. We're gonna put him on TV, and whoever can identify him will get this. Yeah, we'll have him stand up. Okay, that is our mystery cameraman this evening. Now, whoever can identify him, like I say, I will personally autograph this empty can of Coca-Cola and give it to the person who can correctly identify that young man. And it's not Charles Barkley. Because if it were, I'd have him over here and I'd be interviewing him right now. Charles Barkley. Yeah, like I could get Charles Barkley. Where am I? Thank you. Jeez, they're messing with my mind again. What? I'm live? Why didn't somebody tell me? I thought we were taping this thing. Jeez. Way to go, folks. Anyway, 397-5886 is the number to call if you want to talk sports with Mark Johnson here. Question of the week, should the Blazers make Chris Dudley their new center? If your answer is yes, 397-5886. If your answer is no, 397-5886. You might notice that is the same number. It's because we only have one phone line. Isn't that right, Mystery Cameraman? Thank you. Anyway, call in, talk sports. Let me know who won the British Open today if you know. I'd really appreciate knowing who that is. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Listen, honey. Go listen to this one.
Say what? Hello. Yo, caller. Boy, vey. We gone. Okay. Okie dokie, dude. Anyway, so Todd, you got any new ideas for new shows coming up?
You don't think so, huh?
Don't think so. Okay, go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
I'm hanging in there for another 10 minutes.
Oh, good. Hey, basically I was going to vote no on this, but what I want to say is every sports show here and seemingly in Portland deals only with the Blazers. I know basically the only pro team in town, but right now it's seemingly baseball season. There's a lot going on in the, particularly in the NL East and the AL East. Wonder if you maybe put together a show on that.
Well, I'd like to do that. I mean, like I say, I'm not really big into baseball, and I don't have really a chance to keep up with it other than watching the scores at the
Cardinals are making a big push in the NL East. They've closed within, it was 3 games last night. I haven't seen today's scores, but Cardinals are putting on a real push in the NL East. It's an exciting race right now.
NL East, NL East or no American League East?
No, National.
You said Toronto?
No. Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals.
St. Louis.
Okay, well I was gonna say because Toronto's right there in the East, AL East.
Oh yeah, they have I believe 5 teams within 2 games in the AL East.
Yeah, Boston's 2 games behind. Detroit and Baltimore are half a game behind, and Toronto and New York are tied for first. So.
On the other side, though, in the NL East, the Cardinals have closed from 11 games back just before the All-Star break to be only 3 back of Philly. Philly's just taking a dive right now. Lost 3 in a row to San Diego, so that's a pretty exciting division, and in fact, my favorite of the 4 in baseball right now.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the idea of wild card play in baseball?
Kind of like they do in the NFL.
Exactly. That's what they propose for next year.
I would like to see it. I think it would give a few more teams a chance to get in there and have a chance at winning the whole thing. You know, instead of the top team in the East, top team in the West, and
American and National, right?
Yeah,
it's a pretty tough way to go compared to the the real silliness of hockey where everybody makes it in. 6 teams in a division, 4 teams make it. I mean, as long as it doesn't go that ridiculous, I could go for it.
Yeah, I'd say maybe the top 3 teams in each division. You know, top 2 or top 3 anyway.
Well, they're going to divide it and have an East, a Central, and a West with the next expansion. And that's how they're going to pull it. They're going to pull the 3 from each division, and then 2 wildcard teams will make it from each league. Is the proposed route they're going with it. That's a pretty hot topic in baseball right now.
So it'd be like 10 teams per...
8 teams, actually. You get 2 wild cards and 6 division winners.
Oh, okay.
One other thing. There's a local racer here that's up for a big race. At the Castle Rock TT, they're going to have a Grand National September. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact date. I think it's the 18th. Rex Fisher deserves a hauler here. He's a real strong runner, and we hope he all does well.
Okay. Does he race out here at the Speedway?
Actually, this is motorcycles.
Oh, motorcycles.
This is motorcycles up at Castle Rock. The TT, It's a Grand National, the first Grand National they've had in a number of years. So it should be good. I'm going to take a shot at your cameraman.
Okay.
Is that Super Hunky?
Who?
Super Hunky?
Super Hunky?
Yeah, otherwise known as Rick Simon.
Rick Simon? No.
One last question, since you seem to have all the answers, Mark.
Yeah, right.
When is Howard Stern going to be on in Oregon?
Howard Stern, Commissioner Stern of the NBA. Boy, I don't know. If I can get a hold of the NBA office, maybe we can get him out here.
No, not that Stern. Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Come on. You don't know Howard Stern?
I know the name. Who?
Oh, he's the greatest. He's a radio guy from New York City that has shows all over the country on FM.
Oh,
Instead of a Rush Limbaugh on AM, this guy's the FM.
He's the FM version of Rush.
Well, except he's way out, and he's gotten in a lot of trouble with FCC for being so filthy and everything, but it's great. It's a great show. Mark, thanks a lot. This is Mark also, and I'll check back with you again.
All right, thanks a lot.
You betcha.
Yeah, I'd say we got time for one more phone call since we don't have a hoop up there anymore. If we get a picture of what used to be our hoop. Are my camera people awake here? Can we get a shot of what used to be my hoop? Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll do it. Our very own JJ Shaq Wright was kind enough to break my rim down, and so go up a little bit. Go up a little bit there, Rick. Zoom in a little bit. Go up. Go up. No, you got to go up with it. Go up. Tilt up. Now zoom. Zoom in. Up. Keep going up. There you go. See it at the top of your screen, folks? That used to be my hoop, and if we look over to where I'm at, you'll see this is what's left of my hoop. And so Mr. Shaquille Wright there, who is not with us tonight, probably because he's too chicken to face up to this, owes me a new hoop, and I'll get that out of him, whether I have to beat it out of him or what. Doesn't matter. I'll do whatever it takes. Anyway, we have time to entertain, and I use that word loosely. One more phone call. There it is. Go ahead, caller. Hello?
No, it's not me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I know who your mystery cameraman is.
All right, who is it?
It's Rick Miller.
Yes, it is! Can I get your name, caller, and we'll send you this personally autographed Coca-Cola can. Or you can...
It's Steve Smallwood. I'm gonna give it to my brother because he's such a good brother.
And what's the name?
Steve Smallwood.
I bet this is somebody that goes to church with Mr. Miller, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so...
And which Smallwood would this be?
What?
Which Smallwood am I talking to?
This is Marissa Ramsdahl. I'm Melissa's friend.
Oh, you're Melissa's friend. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know it's Rick Miller and mystery cameraman, reveal yourself. Are you truly Rick Miller? Is it really him? He's gonna come out here and I'm gonna ask him. Are you the Rick Miller?
Yes, I am.
There you have it, folks. Our mystery cameraman, Rick Miller. So I will, as soon as I can find a good marker, I will autograph this can. He can come by and pick it up anytime here at the studio. So I'm just gonna I'll autograph it, and we'll get Rick to autograph it too, since he was our mystery cameraman.
Okay,
so it'll be autographed by Rick Miller and myself. I tell you, it doesn't get any better than that, kids.
That is Steven's dream come true. Let me tell you.
I bet it is.
It is.
Is it? Does he watch the show often?
Yeah, every Sunday.
Good. We're happy to hear that. We're happy to know that we've got fans out there that watch Channel 9. So, and especially sports, because that's a lot of what we do here. All right, thank you for calling.
Goodbye.
All righty, bye-bye. So congratulations to Steve Smallwood for knowing who our mystery cameraman was this evening. And
hey, Mark.
Yes.
I think you should have some more sports wrap products,
Sports wrap products.
To promote the show.
To promote the...
whatever, T-shirts, posters, other memorabilia. Earwax.
More.
Pick up a bag today.
Put into wonderful shapes. It dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. Order yours today.
Mark,
order two.
Your mic is messed up. We're having trouble hearing you.
No, my name's Mark, not Mike.
I said Mark.
Oh.
Or did I say Mike? Mark, Mike, same diff.
Same diff. Who cares? He's just a freaking host. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe we should get the whole crew to autograph this for Steve, huh? What do you think?
Are you going to deliver it?
No, we'll make it available for him to pick up. So, unless he'd like me to deliver it. You know where he lives, don't you, Rick? We could probably do that. We could probably deliver it for him. What do you think? Rick and I will go down there and deliver it personally to Steve Smallwood.
Tonight?
Sure, why not? It's only 8 o'clock, right? So, anyway, final tally on the question of the week. 5 votes for no and 3 for yes on making Chris. One more phone call if we've got one. If not, we'll end the show. If there's no phone ringing, we'll end the show. So, is there? Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mark?
Yeah.
I think instead of Chris Dudley, you ought to get like Peter Gudmundsson or somebody like that. I mean, both the same caliber.
Pretty much. I think Gudmundsson's pretty much washed up, though, isn't he?
Well, so isn't Chris Dudley?
Good point. Gee, you think maybe there's a chance of getting Sam Bowie back?
Hey, or maybe we get Kareem to come out of retirement.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, you know what? I mean, if we paid him enough money, I mean, shoot, we could get almost anybody.
Yeah.
What about Wilt? Do you think Wilt would come back?
There was talk a couple years about him coming back.
No kidding.
Yeah, because wasn't it Kareem? Didn't Kareem break his scoring record?
Right, and he was all upset.
He was all upset. And he wanted to come back and get it back.
Well, the same thing in football when Walter Payton broke Jim Brown's record. Jim talked about coming back too. And it's like those guys get insulted or something. I don't know.
They should be flattered that somebody actually.
Stayed around longevity-wise enough to do something like that.
And worked hard enough to do it.
Right, but no, I think he's a good candidate. I mean, if you're going to bring in Chris Dudley and pay him that kind of money,
I think if you're gonna, well, the way I look at it, if you're gonna bring in somebody like Chris Dudley, who's only scoring 3.8 points a game and maybe a couple rebounds a game, you might as well just get Kevin Duckworth back.
Well, I think the ball boy averages more than that, don't he?
Probably. That's what I'm saying. If you're going that route, you might as well have Duckworth.
Well, yeah, but we got so much money in the salary cap left over. What are we going to do now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 4th down. I think we got a punt.
There you go.
So
take care, buddy.
All right, thanks for calling. That's going to put a wrap on this edition of Sports Wrap. I am your host, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate all the phone calls, and hopefully I'll have a co-host next week. Good night, everybody. What? Did I say something? I didn't say anything like little winch, did I?